Welcome back to Grim Advice with Gretta Myers. You've entered the grimoire with 2 M's. We won't be turning any pages today. Again, I know. I'm disappointed too. Without further ado, the wolf and the fox. The wolf had the fox with him, and whatever the wolf wished that the fox was compelled to do, for he was weaker and he would gladly have been rid of his master. It chanced that once as they were going through the forest, the wolf said, "Red Fox, get me something to eat, or else I will eat you yourself." Then the fox answered, "I know a farmyard where there are 2 young lambs. If you are inclined, we will fetch one of them." That suited the wolf, and they went there, and the fox stole the little lamb and took it to the wolf and went away. The wolf devoured it, but was not satisfied with one. He wanted the other as well and went to get it. Since, however, he did it so awkwardly, the mother of the little lamb heard him and began to cry out terribly and to bleat, so that the farmer came running there. They found the wolf and beat him so mercilessly they went to the fox limping and howling. "You have misled me finely," said he. "I wanted to fetch the other lamb, and the country folks surprised me and have beaten me to a jelly." The fox replied, "Why are you such a glutton?" Next day they again went into the country, and the greedy wolf once more said, "Red Fox, get me something to eat, or I will eat you yourself." Then answered the fox, "I know a farmhouse where the wife is baking pancakes tonight. We will get some of them for ourselves." They went there, and the fox slipped around the house and peeped and sniffed about until he discovered where the dish was, then drew down 6 pancakes and carried them to the wolf. "There is something for you to eat," said he to him, and then went his way. The wolf swallowed down the pancakes in an instant and said, "They make one want more," and went back and tore the whole dish down so that it broke in pieces. This made such a great noise that the woman came out, and when she saw the wolf she called the people, who hurried there and beat him so long that as their sticks would hold together, till with 2 lame legs and howling loudly he got back to the fox in the forest. "How abominably you have misled me," cried he. "The peasants caught me and tanned my skin for me." But the fox replied, "Why are you such a glutton?" On the 3rd day, when they were out together and the wolf could only limp along painfully, he again said, "Red Fox, get me something to eat, or I will eat you yourself." And the fox answered, "I know a man who has been killing, and the salted meat is lying in a barrel in the cellar." "We will get that," said the wolf. "I will go when you do, that you may help me if I am not able to get away." "I am willing," said the fox, and showed him the bypaths and ways by which at length they reached the cellar. There was meat in abundance, and the wolf attacked it instantly and thought, "There is plenty of time before I need to leave off." The fox liked it also, but looked about everywhere, and often ran to the hole by which they had come in, and tried if his body was still thin enough to slip through it. The wolf said, "Dear fox, tell me why are you running here and there so much, and jumping in and out?" "I must see that no one is coming," replied the crafty fellow. "Don't eat too much." Then said the wolf, "I will not leave until the barrel is empty." In the meantime, the farmer, who had heard the noise of the fox's jumping, came into the cellar. When the fox saw him, he saw out of the hole in one bound. The wolf wanted to follow him, but he had made himself so fat with eating that he could no longer get through, but stuck fast. Then came the farmer with a cudgel and struck him dead, but the fox bounded into the forest, glad to be rid of the old glutton. First off, the whole "I will eat you yourself," like, if you think about it, it makes sense, like, grammatically, but it takes a second. So that kept tripping me up. I love how it's just like, why are you such a glutton? Okay. First off, blackmail is very real, and will often be used in ways more subtle than this. But yes, blackmail is very real and will often be used in ways far more subtle than used here, where it's like, "I will eat you if you don't do this thing." Secondly, I don't know what else to say. Just be careful of blackmail. I've said this before, and I said it again, and we're moving on. Secondly, if you're going to do something, listen to the people who've gone before you and know a little bit more about what they're doing. Whether that be a skill, or dating, or life in general, or, because the fox is like, okay, I know the sneaky ways, and I know how to be quiet. and, like, you know, do better things, and the wolf's just like, I'm gonna just do it, and the fox is like, no, and the wolf's like, yeah, watch me, and then he comes back and he's like, you misled me, and I'm like, I told you not to do it! So, if someone tells you not to do something, and they're in a position of, I probably know better than you, seriously consider their advice. Am I going to tell you to take it? No, no situation is perfect. But seriously consider it. Lastly, first off, I don't think that a wolf can just, like, in one sitting eat enough meat that he's too fat to get out of a hole that he came into. I'm no scientist, but that seems a little unrealistic. I don't care about the fact that they talk. No. Fact that he... Okay, no, but in all seriousness, going slow is a good idea. Not taking too much is a good idea. Like, if they'd taken what the fox said, like, the fox knew in his brain, okay, if we take the one lamb, tomorrow we can get the second lamb. But the wolf was too in the moment. He was like, no, I want both lambs now. Didn't think there's not going to be two lambs later. Didn't think. Or he's like, I know someone who's going to be making pancakes tonight. And if he'd just gone with the 6, he's like, okay, I'm still not satisfied now. However, it means in the future, it's more of a possibility to like, this is a viable place we can get food. Stealing! Don't steal. But, like, you know, let's pretend that the stealing is not the problem here. And then lastly, again, just think about the future. If you're going to do something, it's good to feel things and be passionate and, you know, like, have fun with your friends. However, if you have fun with your friends every single night, you're getting a little tired, literally, because, you know, staying up late, but also being around people so much, instead of maybe, like, hanging out, like, every week or something, you know? Spread it out. It's okay to spread it out. And it's okay to just, like, feel things and, like, have a good time, or, like, eat something and enjoy eating that thing. However, if you do it a bunch, it's probably not going to end well for you, and you might hate that food later. Yeah, moderation. It's a good thing. All right, and we're not going to turn a page tomorrow either. Or on Monday, it looks like, because they're just too little. Okay. Alright, my gremlins. Thank you for joining us for another Happily Ever After, or Not So Happily Ever After. That's up for you to decide, and what you decide is valid. Because you're valid. You are. Either way, this is the end for this episode, so tune in later, and we can learn more and turn a new page together. Except we won't for a couple days at least. But it's fine. It's fine, we'll still have a good time.